What's going on, guys? This is the Erie Better Beer Brew, back at you with another beer review. I'm Pat.
Mark.
And I'm Maury. Tonight, Mark was nice enough to bring one over from ODD13 Brewing. This is Robot Librarian, and it's a double IPA, weighs in at 8.25%, brewed in collaboration with Cerebral Brewing, Fiction Beer Company, and Weldwerks Brewing. It was canned on 7/14, so we're still in July here, so it's just under a couple weeks old, or about a couple weeks old. We're going to get into it, and we'll let you know what we think about it. Well, that smells pretty juicy. Boatload of pineapple, and some orange in there as well. Pineapple's kind of the front runner on this one.
Orange peel, kind of a mango to it.
Yeah,
too.
I was just going to say mango. And I mean,
bunch of tropical notes, and I'm getting a little grassiness too.
yeah, well, I wouldn't argue with that. And as you guys noticed from the pour, this is one of those juice bombs that almost has that whitish, milky hue to it on the appearance. Kind of reminds me of Brew Gentleman's Albatross or something along those lines, appearance-wise.
There's almost like a bready, sugary kind of note to it too.
Nice sweetness on the nose for sure. Cheers.
Ooh. A little bit of bitterness on that back end now.
A little bit, yeah.
Boy, it's nice.
As far as flavor goes, it follows the nose pretty closely.
Yeah.
It just, all the sweetness you got on the nose does not show up on the taste. There's a slight sweetness, but it's a much more bitter beer than it
That's
smells
a nice surprise too. I thought it was just going to be in your face sweetness and all those tropical fruits, but that bitterness is welcoming.
Yeah, I think it is too, because after all, it is an IPA. And, with these juice bombs, I think, my only critique sometimes is, it's not my only critique, but often my critique would be that they've lost sight of the fact that it's an IPA. I like a little bit of bitterness. I don't like it to be astringent or anything like that. But this one's good. It packs all those fruit flavors that we mentioned on the aroma right up front. I do get a little sweetness right in the middle, but then the finish does pack, some actual hop flavor, which is, I think, is good.
Yeah, this is one of those breweries that, all the northeast breweries, especially all the newer ones, those are all getting all the hype. Those are all getting all the all the Facebook feeds and everything, and you got ODD13 out there that's making just as good a beer, pretty close to it.
Absolutely.
Because they're out in Colorado area, they're just not getting the hype. Boy,
Right.
they do deserve it. Yes.
I think they deserve it.
They did a really nice job on this, and the color is a little bit deceiving. Normally, you see a big hazy beer like this, you're thinking it's going to be just this. You're just going to slam it because it's real creamy, juicy, and and fruity. That's what a lot of them are like. You take a sip of it, and it's real bitter, and it lingers on a palate. And there is a nice sweet note that helps balance it out a little bit. Still has some of those tropical notes, but more bitter than anything else. I'm even getting a little bit of pininess now. But I think it's a nicely balanced beer. Very, very tasteful too. I think giving a good 4.25.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to agree with your score. This is a really nice beer. It's interesting because I feel like it's kind of combining the New England style juicy, hazy IPA with kind of a West Coast bitterness, and it's a great combination of the two. They go together really well, actually. And you do get some of the sweetness, but you get a nice solid bitterness that is still refreshing, and it's a real tasty IPA, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'll give it a 4.25 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm along the same lines with what these guys are saying. I think I'm going to round my score up to a 4.5 though,
That's close.
because I'm really somewhere in between. And if I scored it on like Beer Advocate or some other app or social media where you get real technical, I probably wouldn't be quite at a 4.5. But I think I'm closer to that than a 4.25. So I'm going to go ahead and give it that score. I like the balance of this beer quite a bit, and I think ODD13. I've had codename Superfan, and then I've had double dry hop codename Superfan, which was out of this world and just as good as anything I've had from Treehouse or Trillium pretty much. And sometimes they don't get as much attention. This is probably like my 4th or 5th beer from them, and I haven't had a bad one yet.
I haven't either.
All right, Mark, thanks for sharing this. Until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.